TikTok, it is addictive. By the way, they said the same things about Facebook and Instagram years ago. This is not anything that's new. I think it's there's a lot going on. Who's banning it? How is it being banned? Under what pretext? So could we just create a TikTok competitor in America that's U.S. based and wouldn't run into this problem? Or is the problem that it's so addictive? Because people also said that about TV in the 50s. Like, I want to know what the lines are here. Also interesting that we're seeing now a lot more movement toward banning TikTok. I mean, banning TikTok.
Yeah.
A social media platform that you would not be, that has millions and millions of users in this country, that would have the government just saying not allowed anymore. I mean, essentially kick it out of America. That's a strong move. So we may want to get back into a conversation on that in a little bit, but that's just been breaking in the last couple of days. More and more state governments are banning the use of TikTok or the downloading of the app on their devices.
I don't even know how that would work, Buck. Like, how do you ban? Can you think of anything that has been banned on the internet that actually is able to maintain that ban?
And it's not. There's nothing inherently illegal about TikTok, right? TikTok isn't being used as part of a conspiracy to sell people illegal drugs or something. It's not like the Silk Road or whatever that dark website was, right? This is interesting. I mean, I'm not as quick to be like, oh, well, the Chinese are able to spy on everything everybody's doing. Like, well, really? Like, how exact? I'm not saying that that's wrong. I'm just saying I want to know how that is because, hey, everybody, if the government can just shut down a social media platform because they say it's like really bad for, reasons that are unspecified, what else can the government just shut down for unspecified reasons that are just really bad? Think about the precedent. It's a little, I'm hearing a lot of Republicans, China's going to spy on you. Is China spying on us? Is this stuff kept on U.S. servers? Can we monitor if it's kept on U.S. servers or if it's transferred to any other server? I just want more information. I see it's a lot of people are, TikTok, the Chinese spying app. Okay, maybe. But everybody should know why, because the government just saying this app no longer exists in America when millions of people are using it. I think we should have a more robust conversation about this because I do look at the slippery slope and I do realize that it is slippery.
Also, it's weird, Buck, because at Outkick, we got a video banned that was talking about what we discussed on this show earlier this week. The Frisbee Golf Association has banned transgender athletes, that is, men who identify as women. So we had one of our employees doing a TikTok video discussing that, and TikTok banned it, which is a super woke decision to make because they said it was, threatening transgender people or something, just discussing that news.
Here, by the way, we have this actually, Representative Gallagher saying that TikTok is like digital fentanyl. Let's play clip 6.
It is time that we do something to stop TikTok from becoming the most powerful media company in America, because the fundamental problem is that TikTok is owned by ByteDance, and ByteDance is controlled by the Chinese Communist Party. That's why FCC Commissioner Brendan Carr has called it digital fentanyl. It's both highly addictive and ultimately you can trace it back to the CCP. See, the issue is not just that the CCP via ByteDance, via TikTok, can track your location, can track your keystrokes, can compile a dossier on you, and they're hoovering up tons of data from the United States and all over the world while they don't afford the same data reciprocity to American companies that are operating in China. The issue increasingly is that a lot of young Americans get their news from TikTok, which will allow TikTok to censor news according to the dictates of the Chinese Communist Party.
Okay, so one thing is, Clay, if they do ban it, you know some people, I know some people. Can we clone the TikTok app, call it something else, based in America? Because this is going to be the most popular social media app. I mean, Twitter for conversation, but I mean, TikTok, it is addictive. By the way, they said the same things about Facebook and Instagram years ago. This is not anything that's new. I think it's there's a lot going on. Who's banning it? How is it being banned? Under what pretext? So could we just create a TikTok competitor in America that's U.S. based and wouldn't run into this problem? Or is the problem that it's so addictive? Because people also said that about TV in the 50s. Like, I want to know what the lines are here.
I know my kids and many kids out there use TikTok now like it's Google. So it is by far the most popular. If you've got kids who are, let's say, between the ages of, 13 and 20, they're on TikTok more than anything. Buck, my one question that I would have for lawmakers, because I do think it's intriguing, the Chinese aspect here. How about a policy, and I'm just tossing this out there, that if China bans American tech companies from being able to exist in their country, I believe I'm correct. I know Twitter's not allowed in China, and I believe Google is not allowed in China.
Correct.
I think
Yes.
I'm correct in that, right?
Yes, I was in China and had to leave my cell phone behind because of all this. Yeah.
Okay. So if China can ban American-owned tech companies in their country, why not just say, hey, our general proposition is we're not going to allow Chinese-based tech companies access to our audience when you don't allow American companies access to yours.
Because our big tech companies write a lot of checks to politicians in America, and the big tech companies want access to the Chinese market in whatever way they can get it, as we know.
I get that, but I'm just saying if Google and Twitter are not allowed now,
I agree
The
with
logic.
your premise. I'm just saying that the reason that that's not happening and that hasn't happened yet, and I think it'd be challenging, is because you got to follow the money on this. Anyway, the TikTok thing I find interesting just because I feel like people are going along with this. They're like, yeah, we just need to ban this app. It's like, okay, well, under what authority? What are the reasons? Could we reconstitute a competitor to TikTok? Because this is obviously right. Imagine if Facebook was the fastest. Imagine we go back to like circa 2005, 2006. Facebook is revolutionizing social media, and they say, well, this is banned. Wouldn't you want to build the next, you know what I mean? Let's build a version of what Facebook does.
I think you're 100% right about the business opportunity. I also just don't know about how would it work. I mean, there are lots of TikTok influencers making millions of dollars, right? American-based kids, college kids, and a little bit older. So how do you ban a site like this? Like, I just don't know. Like, I can't. The kids are smarter with technology, by and large, than most adults are. I feel like they would find a way to get on TikTok. And then what are you going to do if someone continues to use the app? Are you going to arrest them? Like, I feel like there's not a lot of thought about what this... I think your precedent point is a prescient one. And I also feel like it's almost impossible to ban something that is super popular by the government.
For example, and this is what comes up in my mind right away, and maybe this is going too far. We will get your calls, by the way, if you're on hold. I know we've got everyone... A lot of people fired up about what's going on right now. But I'll just say this on TikTok. If the premise is this is dangerous because we say so, why can't a Democrat administration say Truth Social is way too involved in insurrectionist talk and, yada, yada, yada. Truth Social is gone now. I'm just wondering.
Twitter. Why, if they don't like the way that Elon is running Twitter, why could they not say this is a misinformation source? Now, maybe it's because it's American-owned, and that's the difference. Maybe that's their argument. But it is a slippery slope to set the precedent of we think this could be dangerous, so we're going to ban it.
I mean, and if, by the way, it's that TikTok will allow the Chinese Communist Party to get through Apple security, to implant, surveillance software or whatever, well, we should know about that. I mean, if China's that good at what they're doing right now that they can get through all the different security procedures, and imagine what would happen if we expose that, if we find out that that's actually what they're doing, we should know that too, right? So I feel like everyone's just going, oh yeah, it's Chinese Communist Party. First of all, the bigger danger to your freedom, everybody, is Google. Hate to break it to everyone. The much bigger threat to your actual free speech and daily freedom rights is a U.S.-based company out of Palo Alto called Google. It is actually
that we
not
know
TikTok.
Has already been rigging elections in favor of Democrats, as opposed to the potential danger that could come from the Chinese.